Hello everybody and welcome to a Christmas edition of Banter Blitz. It's not Christmas yet, but I'm feeling very Christmassy. We have all these, what do you call those? Christmas markets all over Germany. I think that's the biggest part of German culture. Like the 3-4 months, maybe it's only 1 month before Christmas, people stand outside and drink Glühwein. That's all there is. I'm having some internet issues. So I'm expecting some complaints and some line changes and a bit of lagging, and I want to apologize in advance because I want this show to go smoothly. Not the chess part or the English part or the verbal cadence part, but you know, the M-bits uploaded. So in case this is your first show, you can challenge me to a 5-minute game on chess24.com. My username is Jan. You should be able to mouse over my username below the video and then challenge me to a 5-minute game. If you happen to be a Chess24 premium member, if you happen to not be, you can use my voucher code Janistan, valid till the end of the year, and get a nice little discount for whatever your purchase may be. Now let's try to play a game, because that's what we're all here for. Play lovely chess games in the holiday spirit. And we shall start by trying to accept the challenge of a gentleman that I like to refer to as... Krishna Kushagar. Apologies if I bungled that name. Oh, I still have the Svidler board design settings. Now let's change back to my colors. Wow, Chess24 reacting kind of slowly. There's a lot of tech stuff going on here. Tech Jan is not on his A game today. Hello everybody and welcome to try number 2 of episode number 120 of Banter Blitz with yours truly. My name is Jan Gustafsson. I am a chess grandmaster wearing a very silly tie because we're close to Christmas, and I'm also wrestling with some minor tech issues here, but I have a feeling that everything will be fantastic from now on. Today is a big Banter Blitz day. I'm the lead-in for Super Grandmaster Peter Svidler, who will have a show at 6 p.m., the 8-time Russian champion, world number 10. So hopefully the system will not be completely broken. Until then, if you're new to Banter Blitz, you can challenge me to a game of 5-minute chess, or let's keep it 500, to a game of 5-minute chess on Chess24. I said all that a minute ago. Let's see how stuff works now. I had to interrupt the last name against our friend Krishna Kushagar, even though, what's this? This is not how stuff should look like. Here we are. Let's see if number 2 should work. If I have to donate another 30 points to Krishna Kushagar. Sorry for mispronouncing the name. I'll be very sad. Even sadder than normal, which is a pretty tall order. He plays g6. Fairly decent move. Knight c3. Bishop to g7. e4, d6. And what other move than f4 could people play here? Now you might think bishop e2, bishop e3, knight f3, f3, bishop g5, h3. And you would not necessarily be wrong. But in the old days, when I was a 19-year-old, ambitious international chess master, I was told, young Padawan, you must play the 4-pawn attack against the king's Indian. Because that way, you'll be the side attacking, not defending. e5, can you do that? I'll grab it. One thing I learned from doing these Alpha Zero videos, I just completed that video series, which hopefully will be out shortly, sadly, is that the extra material doesn't always win, even at the highest level. That initiative might be worth something. So I'm currently wrestling a bit with everything, with all my beliefs, my whole belief system, which was never very elaborate to begin with, is in disarray. How's the thingy, the streamy? Can you guys see me and hear me? And are we lagging? All that stuff? Do you like the tie? There's a penguin. Stream is fine, beautiful. Lord Shredder is asking, Jan, why is your rating higher than Peter's? That is because I cheat. I buy rating points on chess24.com to inflate my rating. And seriously, I guess I've played more games. I have zero belief that I would have any chance against the great Peter Svidler in Blitz. But I believe that my rating, I'm still underrated on Chess24. Obviously, Peter way more underrated. But I believe I should be higher rated than 3065. Because I normally only play when I'm talking. One day, I will dedicate myself to crushing you all without talking about it. In the meantime, I will get crushed by Kushagar here. I'm a pawn up, but my structure is a bit of a sieve, and instead of f8, maybe could have just taken on e4. Who knows all these things? Probably Peter Svidler. But he's not here. Then again, he's kind of in the next room, so in a way he is here. Alright, how can I win this game? f6. He does not want me to keep my extra pawn, which I find slightly unfair is the wrong word, but rude. I haven't learned that much from these Alpha Zero games. I'm still incredibly materialistic and simple-minded. He targets my pawn. I defend my pawn. If he goes c6, I'll go rook d6 and hope that somehow I will emerge, if not a pawn up, then at least with active pieces. After fe5, rook takes c6. Rook c8, very deep. Preparing c6, and he wants to have this pawn covered ahead of time. Way too complicated for me. Can I do something about it? Bishop d4 maybe? And c6, rook d6, c5. Then I could, nah. I was thinking about sacrificing a piece there, but not going to be able to do it. So let's play some panicky move like c5. Not that panicky, I believe it makes some sense. If he goes c6, rook d6, then after fe I can at least contemplate taking here. While if he goes bc5, I could take on f6, and after c6, rook d6, well, b5. Nah, f6 is always hanging in these lines, so things aren't that simple. Of course, black has other options, and I'm not sure I should be better here, even if he plays a quiet move like, I don't know, king f7. But at least I'm asking some questions. What's up in the chat? The Chess24 chat is the one I'm referring to whenever I say the chat. It's the one I'm reading when I turn my head, oddly. Peter drinks water from vodka bottles. Enough said, is what Dale Allenson is saying. And he says, in Australia, we drink vodka from water bottles. Is that a brag, or are you pointing out an alcoholism problem in the Australian society? Just so there's no misunderstandings, Dale Allenson. I am not sure if this is social criticism or pride Or maybe a mixture? Are you walking on the kidding, not kidding line? What can I do? This game is so complicated. I want to take, obviously. B7, yeah, let's not overthink things. Think. That way. He's very dedicated to not allowing me to be pawns up, which I find unfair because I don't have many goals in life. But taking pawns, one of them. Haha! Are we continuing this discussion? It never ends, does it? Rook a4 is a bit too greedy. I'm still not better, obviously. Also getting outplayed by Krishna, which is very sad. At least I've played slowly, and I might just have blundered material. Life is great. He is too strong and too fast. So we're back to my favorite part of the game. Bad position, bad time. Let's try to flag him. Might not work. I have a feeling my plan might not. Materialize the way I would like it to. He's playing too well. So am I gonna lose one game by forfeiting and then one game by getting crushed against Krishna? That might slightly undermine my case about being underrated with my 3000 whatever it is rating. I heard you must put your rooks behind your passed pawns, but I didn't really hear that you must blunder all your pieces, so there's a bit of mixed messages there. But I'm also, not standing any chance. Why are you so strong, sir? Explain yourself. Stop crushing me. It hurts my feelings. C4, yeah, too strong. Oh, hang on. If you gave a check, I wouldn't have been able to go here because of all the mates. All that checkmates. Of course, resigns would be the prudent choice. But I don't feel like it. And I have a feeling that good things might still happen to me. What's going on now? Starting to play a little worse? Why, sir? Ugh. Now he even wants to humiliate me on my own playing field? On Flaxville? I don't know what to say about that game. I'm very confused. It felt strange. I gotta, I don't know. Felt very strange. Let's play another one, but congrats to Krishna Kushagar for defeating me 1.5 half. Alright, I gotta win a game to get into the Christmas spirit. How can I do that? I see a lot of challenges by non-premiums. Can't accept those. Sorry, guys. Let's see if we get some new faces here. Like Juan Vielmas. Oh, it was a 3-minute game? What can you do? D4, E5. This line. This is not a good line, but when I was a young man, this is when I was a very young man, I contemplated playing this line because it's one trick. Bishop F4, Queen B4 check, Bishop D2, Queen takes B2, and if they go Bishop C3 after Bishop B4, black is better. So I was, weighing my chances there, but then I decided the risk is probably a little too high. And let's see if Juan Vielmas can convince me otherwise, but I have my doubts. He's blitzing out all the moves though, so he's probably well versed in the theory of this position, which is horrible. After Bishop F4, Queen B4, Bishop D2, Queen B2, Knight C3, white is better. After Queen D5, white is better. After what I did, white should also be seriously better. So I do not recommend playing this line. Here there might be big trouble on little C7. There was already no way out. 97 looked like a mistake. Queen A5, B4, Queen C6, Bishop B5. Not a lot of salvation there. But of course, the hope dies last. Is that a new Star Wars movie? We watched what's it called? What is it called? Star Wars thingy. The Last Jedi? All these titles, they are so repetitive, so sometimes I get confused. It's the return of it's not the Return of the Jedi, but it is the return of the Mark Hamill. He got a non-voice acting role. Haha! See, I'm very gracious. In defeat or in draw by flagging or in victory. Sorry, Juan Vielmas. And yeah, play a series opening. These will not get you. Well, first of all, you're not gonna get this trick that you're hoping for in often enough. And yeah, this is the one trick there is. Here, black is better. After Bishop C3, Bishop B4. The problem is after Knight C3, you're also kind of lost. So yeah, don't do that. Where was I? I was talking Star Wars. I enjoyed it more than the two Star Wars movies before that. I didn't like Rogue One and I didn't like Wake Up, It's the Force. No, The Force Awakens. I've said that last show already. But this one I was alright with. It had a sense of humor. It felt funny. I enjoy most of the bad guys. Not sure what that says about me. I thought that I'm not gonna spoil very much, so chill. I thought what's his name? Oscar Driver seems like a very good actor. I enjoyed his stuff. I always enjoy Domhnall Gleeson. And yeah, I thought it was funny. While keeping me engaged, not the whole time, but that's because I got sleepy. But for the first 2 hours, or let's say 1.5 hours, I felt very well entertained. So, given that's a Star Wars movie, and I'm not a big Star Wars kid, I can recommend it. I had a good time. No spoilers, Heike 12. Don't you worry. Someone has to tell me if he is ready with Star Wars, I guess you mean, when I'm done. I'm done right here, right now. No more Star Wars talk. Ever. I'm not sure if I can really guarantee that. We're playing against Alfred Prufrock. Prufrock? Is that like a new rock genre I'm unaware of? First there was punk rock, then there was Prufrock? Alfred. Hang on. I think I can figure this out. The J probably stands for something else. Like in Homer J. Simpson's, the J stands for J. So it could be that his name is J. Alfred Prufrock. A3 is always a risky move to play, because if you're playing the Nimzo, you're sort of willing to give your bishop here, especially when provoked like this with A3. And the knight on F3 is not ideal for these positions. I play bishop B7, completely brainless, which is also not ideal for these positions, because the typical plan here with black is to put the bishop on A6, then go C5, knight C6, knight A5, rook C8, and pick up this pawn on, what's the square called? C4. So bishop b7 was not really what the doctor ordered. Now that I played it, I'm too embarrassed to switch back to the correct plan with stuff like bishop a6. And I'll pretend like this was all part of the master plan. But I should have played bishop a6. And I'm learning stuff. The Drunken Lawyer says the love song of J. Alfred Prufrock is a book by T.S. Eliot. Ah, see? References to movies, pop culture, I get. References to books. But thanks. The love song of J. Alfred Prufrock. What's going on here? So yeah, now that I dodged plan A to go after the c4 pawn, here you can go for plan B as well. Try to organize a bit of a kingside attack, especially after... Okay, I'll stop the a pawn just in case. Especially after bishop d2, which felt a bit passive because now he can't challenge my knight by going knight d2. But to his credit, looks like he's preparing that. Which now, however, would lose a lot of material. So what I'll try to do is somehow checkmate him by bringing over the rook and then the queen. And then do something mean. Queen g5 looks mean, threatening checkmate and targeting e3. So J. Alfred will need a lot of love songs to get over this game. John Alfred Prufrock. Dutch defender says he always cheats. I have a bit of a tendency when I play stuff like what's called Settlers of Qatar. It's tempting to grab one extra of these cards, right? Give me some extra wood, no pun intended. In chess I'd try. No, I don't try. In chess I would never cheat because I feel it's the biggest crime you can commit against the game and the culture and the society, and I don't feel very forgiving regarding chess cheaters. Like for me, even a grandmaster, if he cheats once, I feel like he's no longer part of the chess community and should not get a second chance, which might be too harsh. I'm not sure if that stance is correct. That's just so damaging to all of us, this cheating business. What I would like to cheat J. Alfred Prufrock out of some pieces here. Knight f2, bishop f2, queen e2, but he can go rook e1, and my queen might be trapped. So, with a very heavy heart, I might have to let this bishop live. Even though I'd be okay after queen e2, rook e1, queen somewhere. It's probably not the way to do it. Very sad. Mikhailo Granik is asking if I have any comments on the World Championship match logo. Yeah, I've seen it. I'm not sure if this is an elaborate publicity stunt. If it is, congratulations, because it worked. It's drawing lots of attention, isn't it? So, I don't know if must be. I don't have any strong opinions. It must be some April Fool's joke or something, right? Not sure. But even if we ignore the stuff going on below the belt or below the board in that logo, as a chess purist that I am, I wish the board had like 8 squares and there wasn't a pawn on the back rank. You know, stuff like that. That is sort of, when we're promoting the World Championship match and the royal game of chess. Let's not have that match on a 6x6 board, right? Maybe they will. Maybe the guys have to relearn. Maybe the pawns. Maybe it's a 6x6 board, and the pawns can move on the back rank. So I'm not sure whom that would favor. This guy Magnus, he's not that theoretical to begin with. Therefore, maybe he'd be okay with that, like having to learn something new. Here, I would like to go f4, but he has bishop f4, queen g6, which I'm not sure if he's spotted. But I'm not gonna take the chance. I might lose on time to J. Alfred if I don't pick it up at some point. What I also found strange about this logo while we're on the topic is there was no table, right? The players had to hold the board themselves, which feels like a lot of effort. If you're already playing this World Championship match, and you probably have to think about your moves and all kinds of stuff, then to constantly be holding the board while you're locking arms with your opponent, seemed like a lot of work. Like, at least get one of these, what's called human tables, maybe? You know, these student jobs where people volunteer as being a table for rich people. I'm not sure if you've heard of it. So yeah, I had some issues with it, but as I said, as a publicity stunt, congratulations. All right, let's get this game against Homer J. Prufrock out of the way. Will this be my first victory? Certainly feels like. Oh no, I won the other game after e5, queen e7. But that doesn't count. So thank you, J. Alfred, for saving my mood. And Carnicero is saying, so Jan wants to be the table for the World Championship match. Did I get that right? And that didn't really apply to be the table. But one sentiment I've heard expressed on Twitter is, considering the logo, some people might reconsider if they want to qualify for that World Championship match. Because in order to qualify, you have to like Magnus a whole lot, right? If you're going to be locked up in that tight embrace with him for, how many games are they playing? 12 games? So yeah, some people might have second thoughts about making that match. Thanks for the game, J. Alfred Prufrock. Is that a good book, this T.S. Eliot thing? I should read some books. What am I reading? I'm reading A Mask for Demetrius, or is it The Mask of Demetrius? Some old crime thingy. I'm trying to read Truman Capote's In True Blood after that. Also some crime thingy. A lot of murders in my reading. Maybe I should read something non-murderous. I want to read the Jan Wenner biography, where Jan Wenner is the dude who was, the founder, editor, all this good stuff of Rolling Stone magazine. And apparently he wasn't as well liked as he thought when they did this biography. So you have a lot of Mick Jagger and the likes of those expressing non-kind sentiments about him. So yeah, that's my reading list over Christmas, but let's be realistic. Probably I won't read any of those. I'll be watching, I don't know what I'll be watching. Some Netflix show. Manhunt, is that what it's called? This Unabomber show looked promising. I heard The Sinner is good. But there's so many shows out there, it's impossible to keep track. No one's watching the same shows. So it's also hard to be part of the cultural conversation if you've seen, I don't know, first season of The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, and you think it's an excellent show. Hats off to you, but none of your friends will have seen it, so you're alone in that knowledge. And aren't we watching stuff to be able to share our opinion about it with others? I don't know. I don't think people are watching Banter Blitz to share their opinions with the other three viewers. Ugh, did you see Jan's tie? He used to dress like a normal person. Now he will do anything for the tiniest bit of attention. It's sad, really. Sexy Seahorse strongly recommends The Sinner. What did I watch? I watched some stuff. I had some flights recently. I watched what's called Girls Trip of those flights. That was funny. That's my take. It's a comedy, so it was funny. I enjoy watching it. I watched Logan Lucky. Also liked it. I watched... Oh yeah, we finished watching this Netflix series, this German series. Dark. Very hyped. I didn't like it. Didn't have a sense of humor. Who would have thought about a German show that would not have a sense of humor? And as a German, I felt it's reinforcing too many of these stereotypes. Yeah, it might be clever and organized and well thought out, professional, but I don't know. All these people are so grim and dark, and no one ever makes a joke or is endearing. Like the Stranger Things, I wasn't a big Stranger Things fan, but these kids, at least they had charisma, while in the dark show, everyone's so miserable. Anyway, people seem to like it, but yeah, I wasn't into it. The Drunken Lawyer says, just finished CE's video series on the English opening. Your new series will be next, Jan. Yeah, hope you like it, Drunken Lawyer. I have this Italian series and the Alpha Zero series, which simultaneously will be a Queen's Indian series. Should also be coming out very, very soon. To clarify, out of these 10 Alpha Zero games against Stockfish that were published, 6 were played in the Queen's Indian, and Alpha Zero stuck to the same lines with White. So I thought, maybe we'll learn something from the guy, the artificial intelligence guy, and can build a repertoire around it. And I tried to fill the gaps. So it's not only 6 very interesting games, but it should also give you a complete repertoire against the Queen's Indian. At least that's the plan. And I don't know why I keep saying the instead of the. I want to exchange the queens, because then I might not get checkmated. And I can, Queen one of these pawns. Thanks, Real Barrow, for the game. Did I say a lot about the game? H6 was too slow. Don't lose time on H6 here. What's the point of H6? If you're gonna go for this position, which is bad, then at least go G5, H5, and so on. But generally, against the 7 bishop E3 line, the one hope White has here is that you go knight C6, because then after D5, knight D2, B4, C5, position plays itself. So play one of the many other playable lines. Knight G4, knight A6, C6, ED4. All those moves are better. Thanks for the game, Real Albaro. All right. I have a lot of challenges today, so let me scroll through the list. Let me try to get revenge against the Drunken Lawyer. I'm down 0-1, if I can believe my not my records. What Chess24 is telling me. And I guess I can believe that. He goes C4. I don't know what to do. Already won C4. Ugh, I'm panicking. How could I possibly meet this setup? C4 and G3. I guess getting pieces out can't be too horrible. I'm being tongue-in-cheek. Of course I know stuff here. CD5 is always sort of a mistake in the structure, unless White is ready for a very quick D3, E4. So not a fan, Drunken Lawyer, of this setup, because here White doesn't achieve anything. His bishop is still sort of staring down these pawns, while the black bishop can now develop freely. I have a feeling I've played this position and I've given this same speech. I'm not sure if it was against the Drunken Lawyer. Maybe he just likes the setup. He's going to go F3, prepare E4, and enjoy life. But I would not recommend it. Queen B6, best move. I have a lot of deja vus here. Is it déjà vus? It's déjà vus, right? Always déjà vu. I guess I should play queen b6. It feels a little cowardish to offer the queen exchange. But after queen b6, ab, I believe black is better. Because my pieces just have very nice squares. I have the option to expand on the queen side with b5, knight b6. Well, for white, it's not so easy to generate active play here. Without the queens, f3, e4 will be very hard to get in. So long story, even longer. Don't play cd5 in these positions. Knight b6 also looked like a good move. But I feel that ab6 has more potential structurally. h5, bit of a random move. Maybe I should have played b5 or bishop a3 or, you know, some move. Rook a3. But it should not change the nature of the position all that much. It's not ready for e4 according to my count. Knight d1. Where's this knight going to f2? All right. My plan is to target Mr. A-pawn. Hopefully without blundering some e4, e5 along the way. He should go knight f4. Knight c1, same idea. Put a knight on d3. This is a good maneuver. So hats off to Dr. Drunken Lawyer. I'm going to go b6, c5 to hopefully keep the initiative and to defend this pawn. But Drunken Lawyer, after bungling the opening, is playing well once again. Maybe he's not an opening type of player, but one of these naturally gifted people. Ugh, don't you dislike those people that effortlessly understand stuff? Can't relate. E4 anyway. Can I take? What's your point? Knight e4, you want to pin me? I'm so greedy. Do I have to curb my greed? Nah. So let's think this through. Knight e4, bishop e4, rook a1, knight f6, rook f6. I have rook a2 as well. Let me take that. Think. Worst case scenario, I can play f5, but I don't really want to. Oh, he takes. That's a surprise. I thought his plan was to try to exploit this pin, when I had a plan to do something that, as usual, I forgot already. Now, as far as I can tell, I'm a pawn up with a good position. D1 here, there's a bunch of pieces on this D file, so maybe I should get one out of the way, just so I don't blunder it later. Get out the way. Rook e2 is tempting, but then after king f1, not a lot of squares for poor rookie, so I'll go here. he's gonna play king f3, then I was intending to... he's not gonna play king f3. More surprises. How do I do this? I could go rook f4, I guess. End of thought. More pawns. Check. Okay, this feels checkmatey. Of course, you could also take more pawns. Or lose on time. Those are the options. I'm getting annoyed with my own inability to make a move here. All my pieces are nicely placed already. But I just can't think of a move. Maneuver of the year, rook h4, followed by rook d4. The good news is I'm still winning, but the last two moves might be one of those cases where they will have an instant meeting of the, what are these things called? The FIDE title commission, and say, I'm not sure, I know we've never done this, guys, but do you really believe that Jan Gustafsson should still be a grandmaster? Okay. That technique is horrible, as usual. I'm really annoyed at this game already. Oh, man. Please let this game end. Did I manage? I'm not capable of defeating Mr. Drunken Lawyer in a game of chess, which I'm a bit upset by. But I do believe that I had some chances in this one. Oh man, I'm still down half, 1.5. Congratulations to the Drunken Lawyer. And yeah, not winning this position. I believe that meeting will not be favorable regarding my Grandmaster title. Alright, let's play another game d'échecs. Oh, there's a chess Grandmaster. There will be more evidence. Look what happens to him when he plays a real Grandmaster. Oh, 1e4 by Pornholder. Oh, King's Gambit, so aggressive. I believe this is not the best opening known to man. And my friend Ivan Salgado, he wrote a book about this move, knight to f6, which he seemed to like. And he considered it to be a big argument against the King's Gambit. I'm not sure after knight c3 what he was endorsing, to be perfectly frank. This looks reasonable enough, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. Queen e2 check. Oh, very subtle. I guess I should go queen e6. Bishop e6 is tempting, but then c4 annoys me a little. So I guess I should play this. d5. All right, how bad can it be? Still pawn up. Rook f1. Stop making all these subtle moves. It's too confusing for me. I guess I should develop some pieces sooner or later. Nah. The position looks good for me. I'm confused by rook f1. Maybe he tried to castle and something went wrong? I don't understand it. But probably not. Probably was part of the plan. h3. I guess trying to stop me from going bishop g4. So it might be time to finally develop something. Now we have options. Knight b4 looks like an obvious choice. What else is there? Rook e4 looks like a greedy choice. Always tempting to play the greedy ones. But now I'll play it simple. Keep it real simple, fellas. All right, pawn up. Time for my endgame technique to shine again. Can he still castle? He can still castle, right? Just making sure we are all on the same page rules-wise. Knight f5. Another surprise. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I guess he's going to take and go king g3 when I have some decisions to make. Probably the simplest to play g5, h4, h6 then. Yeah. Not obvious yet how to get the job done. What happened to Mr. Pornholder? He's not the type to pause for like 1 minute in such a position. Maybe he wanted to go rook e1, but knight h3 check is annoying him. I'm not sure what Pornholder is up to. Where he went, he does go rook e1. Making me think more. Ugh, don't you hate it? Now all of a sudden the position is quite unclear. Okay, I can't think forever. Well, this was once again not going the way I wanted it to. Looks decent now, but I've bungled better than this. Starting to like my chances, but once again, I might not have bungled better than this. Oof, this might give me a chance during this FIDE Ethics Commission meeting about the Grandmaster title, even though Pornholder was very generous in the opening, and I'm sure that's not what he would normally play. But he's done these comeback victories against me before, so very tough guy. Let's play somebody I've never played before, like Canada's Next Grandmaster. Is that like America's Next Top Model? Canada's Next GM should be a TV show. No, but I think they had some TV show like that. Maybe in the States at some point, right? I don't know stuff. What do I do against G6? The eternal question. We've had a bunch of those today, right? We played one for pawns, we played one. One different one. This is one of these complicated lines, I think. Peter has played it extensively and covered it extensively as well. What am I supposed to do? Go here? Canada's Next Grandmaster seems to know his theory. That's why he's a candidate for that prestigious title. Not that prestigious. But he's blitzing out all his moves here. Well, I will have to pause for thought very soon. I think A6 is what they do. When I'm going to try to desperately remember if I'm supposed to go knight A3 or knight C3 and then move my queen somewhere. It's all very complex. Bronstein12 is saying, love your new video, but how can I learn so many lines? You don't have to memorize everything. I can never remember a single thing about it. But if at least you get the general ideas and then when the topic might come up and you want to prepare for an opponent specifically, you can try to review some lines. But I never remember all the lines that I'm giving in all these video series. And I don't think that it's part of, well, it helps of course to have a good memory to be a good theoretician, but I don't think you need to memorize all the things. It's more about getting a feeling for the opening, like which lines your opponent might like, which lines he might dislike, what type of position you can do well, what type of position you can't do well, all that sort of stuff. So don't try to memorize all the lines. What are we talking about? What I prefer against the King's Indian? Yeah, I'm weak against the King's Indian. I change my lines all the time. I play some G3s. I play this Gligo-Ridge I played earlier. 4-pawn attack, which I also played earlier. I probably won't play that much. But no, I don't have a fixed repertoire. I move around, as I tend to, with the white pieces. Give me that. Was it my move for like the last 8 minutes? And I was staring. Oh, what's happening here? Why don't we have the names? Did I do something? Ah, sorry. Knight c6, tactics. Canada's next Grandmaster. Would be funny if he was from the States. But he is, in fact, from Canada. Not sure about this square. It's the problem with chess. It's very hard to find squares that you like. I thought after knight e5 maybe I can go f4. Then there won't be any knight c4s with tempo. So now I would have to go to g4. And after h3, I don't know, maybe I can keep chasing it around a bit. Calnering, what's the problems with the health? That sounded Bill Cosby-ish. That wasn't intended. What's the problems with the health? And Calnering says he's been on vacation and then came down with a nasty case of the flu. Really miserable at the moment, alas. That's a big mistake, Calnering. You should never get the flu when you're on vacation. You should approach it Shaquille O'Neal style. Get hurt on company time, rehab on company time. Queen d6, good move. Ugh, I should have to stop toying with Canada's next Grandmaster because he will punish me for it, Grandmaster style. Everyone's so strong. I find it very upsetting how strong people are. Can I go b4, queen c5, bc, knight f2, cb, knight h1? I can't trap that knight so easily. Maybe uneasily though. But b4 you can just take on f4. Nah. Canada wins again. I got nothing. Gotta take here. Bishop e2 was dumb. I should have stuck with the program and play h3. As I was intending to. Well, no. There is trouble. Knight f2 is threatening, and I really can't be bothered to think about all the knight jumps, so I'll take it. I'll try to trap this bishop somehow with f5, gf, h3, stuff like that, but it will be hard to do. Because even after f5, gh, h3, bishop h5, ef, he could go f6 and find a way to go back. I'll do it, just trying to freak him out a bit. Because in order to become Canada's next Grandmaster, who was Canada's last Grandmaster, by the way? Is Eric Hansen still the first, last, and middle hope of Canadian chess? I heard this guy with a beard. What's his name? Eamon Hambleton? Apologies to you Chess Bra viewers. He's making GM roams left, and right? So maybe he's going to be Canada's next GM. And not you, Canada's next GM. Gotta hurry up. Can I trap the bishop or am I just being outclassed once again? Also, what are the chess rules? Am I allowed to go both d takes e6 and f takes e6? I'm genuinely asking. I think so, right? That was legal at least. Now I want that bishop. See, I was right. Amen Hamilton will be right. Will be next. So unless this is Amen Hamilton, which I guess you're not, then you probably won't be Canada's next GM. Unless you really hurry up. Then again, if you keep the username as long until you become a Grandmaster, then at some point the username will be accurate. And you will be Canada's next Grandmaster. At least the day and probably like a decent span of time before you become a Grandmaster. The only way your username will never ring true is if you never become a Grandmaster. But I have faith in you, Canada's next GM. You showed some promise in this game. But then, you lost sight of this bishop. I'm trying my best not to blunder this piece with knight f3, e4. King f7, very grandmasterly. Bring the king to the center. That is the right approach. I will play less grandmasterly and go pawn chasing instead of, making decent moves. He's hanging in there, hanging around. Of course, plan B is looming. But plan A will fail, as usual. Like in that Star Wars movie. Massive spoiler. Someone complain in the chat, please. Pre-move? You pre-move King E6? And King F6? What will you pre-move that take? Rook G2? If I take? Sorry, Canada's next GM, but you play well. Hang in there. One day you will be Canada's next Grandmaster. Unless you decide to leave the country and you become the next Grandmaster of some other country. Can I play Friedel? Dr. Friedel. I don't know if he's a doctor, but it sounds like a smart name, no? Friedel? Where you at, Friedel? And I'm sick of all these King's Indians. I gotta start playing e4. Can't. Oh, knight f6. The good thing is, I don't know any theory. I never studied any theory, but I have a wealth of practical expertise, practical experience in this position because I always play this in bullet, and everybody always pre-moves. C4, d4, e d6 against me. So I know this line inside out. Having said all that, I'm out of book now. Go knight f3. I think they always hurry up with all kinds of funky moves like b3, Can't wait developing pieces forever. Maybe I was supposed to go d5. Okay, maybe my wealth of experience is not as wealthy as I made it sound. d5, okay? Is that what they do? Looks like Friedel knows what he's doing here. Friedel has studied his Alekhine. I have not, but I can use this grandmasterly gift that I have to make moves like b4, plunder a pawn. I'm very gifted. Very special, as my mom used to say. She didn't say that. So the knight goes here. Does that bother me? I want to go a4, b5, but I might not be in time. That would bother me. Yeah, those are my thinking noises, like. I guess I should do something before my center collapses. Probably I shouldn't have done b5. Friedel, Friedel, Friedel. Who taught you all these tricks? Rook b4 would be something that would not be viewed favorably in my hearing. I'm worse. I got outplayed here by Friedel. Who knows his Alekhine? Obviously. Very well. Well, I don't really know what I'm doing. So can I swindle him? That is now the next and crucial question. I'm not sure if he can take on c5 or not, but I thought. Let him figure it out. I have queen c2 or some ways to generate complications at least. They might not work, queen c2, knight a5, but you know, at least trying to make it a little murky. Knight a5 immediately. Whoa, Friedel. Friedel. It's tempting to give an exchange in some way. I don't know what way yet. Maybe I'll take here. Just to change the course or the curse of this game a little bit. Kalderian is saying Yanta Claus. That is funny. Wow. And Friedel is saying you're not the only one who can make these desperado moves. Goes bishop f2. Nicely done. Selling this bishop's skin at the highest possible price. Am I gonna lose again? You guys know how sad I get when I lose. Today, I don't know. I don't feel that sad about losing yet. But I'm not gonna rule out full tilt. No connection to the poker side. Before the end of the show. But we're close to the end of the show. The good news is I'm just the... It's not even a warm-up act. It's more of a calm down act. The masses have been too excited about 2 Peter Sidler Banter Blitzes in 1 week. So in order to curb everybody's enthusiasm just a little bit, I thought, let's have Jan do a show before and wear everybody down with his whining, his cynicism, his narcissism, his lousy chess swindling people he outrates by 900 points because he can't win a single game on Grandmaster class. So people, I don't know, are they less excited? That might make them more excited about having the Swidler Banter Blitz in a moment. So my whole calculus might have been off here. My calculus was spot on against Friedel though, because ever since we've made the position weirder, Friedel has struggled. Now that I patted myself on the back, I'm sure bad things will happen to me instantly. I don't really believe in karma. Unless something bad happens to me, then I think, oh yeah, that was karma. Does that make any sense? Probably not. Pre-move. Sorry, Friedel, you outplayed me with superior opening knowledge. This doesn't happen much in my... It happens more and more. And yeah, I'm not sure where I went wrong. This position still looks sort of normal. I guess I'm supposed to do something else here. But yeah, educational stuff by Dr. Friedel. And swindling stuff by not a Dr. Jan. Maybe we should mention this a little more often during the shows. That I am not a medical doctor. Because I understand that I often give medical advice. Like, don't get high on your own supply. And I do not have the proper qualifications to give such advice. To be perfectly frank with you. Sexy seahorse. So, are you, sir, or ma'am, but I'm going to assume you're a sir, because we're on the internet. Are you, sir, a fan of interspecies erotica and are attracted to seahorses? And also, what is a seahorse? Is it those tiny thingies that I used to collect? Seepferdchen in German? Yeah. Oh, I had a big collection of seahorses, but I did not find them that sexy. Because my second guess would have been BoJack Horseman in that episode where he is in this underwater city, where no one can really talk, or he thinks no one can. That could be classified as a sexy seahorse, because BoJack Horseman, he might not be physically attractive, but he's a celebrity. He has money and fame, and I've heard that some people find that sexy as well. Is this the line? I think this is the line I'm recommending in one of my video series. The CD-ED Knight H5, which looks totally insane, but it had some point. Bishop G3 I didn't look at, because we can take the bishop, and I'm guessing we're fine. But after bishop G5, F6, or bishop E3, bishop D6, black seemed to be doing surprisingly alright. Spills is asking me, ooh, I should adjust my tie, my Christmas tie, with Dr. Penguin. What is Spills asking? What would you like for Christmas, Jan? World peace, some new ties, a book about cricket. What should Santa bring? All of those, if I had to choose between just these three, I would probably go for world peace. Because, I don't know, I'm not that much into ties anymore. Like going to Thailand normally cures me from wearing ties because it's so warm there that if you can't wear ties in Thailand, what's the point of it all? So I don't really feel like I need new ties that desperately. What was the third? A book about cricket? Nah, I'd rather drink a glass of... Just imagine some disgusting substance. I don't want to say it on the air because we might have kids watching. I'd rather drink a glass of that than read a book about cricket. Is that true? Yeah, if it's the sport cricket, I'm good. But I'm sure in half an hour with Peter, you can have a very different, much more nuanced conversation, both about Christmas and about cricket and about Lemony Snicket. So yeah, give me world peace. By world peace, I'm assuming you mean the basketball player Meta World Peace. He's a little off, but I think it'd be fun to be around. My position is a little off as well. Sexy seahorse playing some sexy chess here. Should I focus? I'm trying to hang in there. It's a bad position. The knight on G5 will be a serious nuisance. My pieces don't make a lot of sense. It's sad. So sad. It's a sad, sad situation. And I'm sorry that I made you watch this. Which is not easy for me to say, because sorry seems to be the hardest word. Rook H1 I wouldn't have done, which rhymes, because the rook was nice putting pressure on Mr. H-pawn. Rook C1, he's trying to c-file me. I think I welcome that. I might still be worse, but then at least, there's some... no, he doesn't want to c-file me. He wants to knight d4 me. That I welcome less. See, I was so excited about c4 coming that I let my guard down. And knight d4 it was. h5, another horrible, horrible move. Kids, if you're watching this, I sometimes play really, really badly. I'm not sure what the message is. Who can we trust? Sexy seahorse is just effortlessly crushing me. Maybe it's not effortless. I shouldn't say that. It feels effortless, but sometimes you don't see the thousands of hours that sexy seahorse has put in studying his London system, studying the intricacies of his very fresh idea, bishop to g3, giving that bishop. So it's like Mozart said, sexy seahorse. I've practiced for 15 years every day, for 8 hours, and now they call me a genius. Did Mozart say that? I might have made that up. Someone smart said it. Rook h1 is sort of sad here. The whole position is kind of sad. So sad. It's a sad, sad situation. Oh boy, it's really not getting better. How do I mix it? Ooh. Must try to mix it. Because you have to mix it to win the biscuit. I will use some of that grandmasterly calculating power. Do you feel the force, seahorse? Can you feel it? I'm not sure if he's feeling it. I'm feeling myself. Mixing mission accomplished. What's up, chat? What are we talking about? Pawn Pusher is asking, do you do 5 hours a day chess, Jan? Only if I'm playing like Banter Blitz and then recording videos or analyzing stuff. For the girl Chess24, but no, for myself, I do not do 5 hours a day of chess. As you can probably tell by looking at any of those games. Tarkov is saying, Svidler make show, Jan do work. That about sums up the dynamic. Thanks, Tarkov. Svidler make show at 6 p.m. So you can still have a little nap and then come back at 6 for the show. I'm not sure if Jan will do a lot of work after this, though. Jan should try not to get flagged. Oof. This is what it feels like when you're putting work in. Can you feel the flag vibe in the air? Don't you love the smell of flagging in the morning? Great game by Sexy Seahorse, though, who outplayed me for like 80% of it. Until I pressed the mix it button. Last game for today. I should try to click blindly. Qualifier, caveat, if I click on a non-premium. I'm going to have to re-click because I can't play those. But other than that, I'm trying, if I hit the accept button randomly, to click on somewhere. Now I think I just managed to get rid of the list. Blind clicking, easier said than done. Are we still discussing the number of hours of chess I do per day? I do like, it's hard to say. I rarely work on stuff for myself unless I'm at a tournament, which is once a year, the Thailand Open, or at Bundesliga. If I'm at Bundesliga, I might do 10 hours of chess a day. Like prepare for 4 hours, play for 6 hours. Nah, that never happens. Well, I don't know what you count as chess work. Is this show? Is this working on chess? Is like recording a video series and preparing that? Is that working on chess? I guess so. Is playing bullet working on chess? I'm doing that a bit too much. No, I'm old. I never considered it work, but I used to study a lot of chess because I enjoyed it. And so how many hours of chess you do, I think you would get the answer even from people that are still much more active than me. You don't really think in those terms. First of all, because a lot of people won't consider it work. And secondly, it's so hard to say. If you're watching a tournament online, is that working on chess or is that hanging out while you're also watching a show on Netflix? The lines are very blurry, at least for me, and I think for most guys. Spills is asking, is it time for another Bantathon? We might do it. I'm going to have to check with I was going to say the crazy, but they're not crazy. They know what they're doing. With the not crazy Spanish guys, if Dr. Pepe or whoever is up for it. But yeah, we haven't done one for a while. I'm aware. One day we shall do one. For now, I have to survive this game against Modern Baloney. Knight b4 it looks like a threat, doesn't it? I'm scared. Knight a5, no threats. Or are there? Do you want to go knight c4? I don't think I mind that all that much. Now that I thought about it, I don't want you to go there. Ugh, I can't decide. I'm so indecisive. It's one of my most infuriating qualities. I can't decide on stuff. Is that true? No, I don't think that's true. I struggle like doing stuff that I know I have to do, but it's not about taking a decision, it's about executing. Whatever it is. But no, deciding, I don't struggle with that much. As you can see by all these horrible decisions I've made today. So why didn't I think this was annoying? Because it is annoying. I have a feeling the Grandmaster Commission might once again start thinking, nah, that's it, Gustafsson. We're not gonna completely take your title away. You don't have to start from zero. You can start as a FIDE master with a feeling you know enough about openings that it will compensate for your glaring and frankly disgusting lack of understanding for other elements of the game, that you can be a FIDE master. But you're gonna have to work your way back up from there. Which, let's face it, it's gonna be very hard to become a Grandmaster, starting off as a FIDE master, playing only the Thailand Open. Now I feel Candidate Master. No, I feel like I'm stronger than a Candidate Master. No offense to Candidate Masters out there. I feel that would be too low, and I feel it would be overdoing it, FIDE Ratings Commission. See, I can't take this pawn. Would a Candidate Master be able to find the move rook takes a5? I'm not sure if I'm making my case in the best possible way. What can I do? Let's calculate. Takes, knight a5, rook a8. Bishop c7. See? Would a Candidate Master spot that? Be honest here, Candidate Masters. They might. It's not that hard of a move to see. FIDE Masters would spot it, which is what I'm saying. Also, don't do any grandmasterly stuff, modern baloney, like takes and then e5 to rule out any bishop c7 options. That's not how we play chess here. This is a family show. Rook a8. That's the level of chess that we are happy to see here. But e5, nope, that's too much. There you go. Sticking with the program for modern baloney. Baloney means like BS, right? Phony baloney? Baloney. Foolish or deceptive talk. Nonsense. Yeah, doesn't really fit with the theme of this show. This is a very non-nonsense program where we play interesting chess games. That is our tagline. The show where we play interesting chess games. And we try to take rooks. Whoa. Did you spot bishop a6 and went for this deliberately? Or is this a blunder? Either way, I'm sort of impressed with the ferocity of the move. I think you missed bishop takes a6. Am I right? Modern baloney. Porn Pusher says, wow, Chess24 been going 4 years in February. Really? It's been 4 years? That is a long time. Modern baloney resigns. That brings us to the end of today's show. And that, of course, means that you guys now have time to powder your nose. I don't know, drink an energy drink of your choice, take a refreshing shower, maybe, I don't know, eat some quick dinner, and then come back for today's main attraction, Subgrandmaster Peter Svidler and his Banter Blitz in only 20 minutes. So you really gotta hurry up if you wanna take the nap, the shower, the dinner. Thank you guys for watching my show. I'm off to Norway for the holidays, but I'll be back and we'll do more of the same old in 2018. I'm very motivated for 2018. But that might change in 2018. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you guys soon. Bye.